So I have to explain why I'm sharing this story with you. There's a purpose behind this story. It was kind of this marker in my life where everything started to shift for me in my spiritual walk with the Lord, in the giftings that He gave me, and my hunger for Him grew more because I felt Jesus in the hospital, and I was like, I want more of you. I want more of you, Lord Jesus. I want to experience more of you. And I learned some valuable lessons. One of those lessons that I learned that I want to share with you is that if you're hungry to see the Lord work in these ways, it's okay. It's okay to be hungry for that. But it's better to be hungry for His presence, to be hungry for understanding His heart. And that's what I wanted to understand. I wanted to understand His heart for healing and His compassion that He had for people who are sick. And in that moment, I felt His compassion. In that moment when we were praying for this young lady, I felt His love for her. Everything He had for her in that moment, I felt it. I felt it all. And I was overwhelmed. I was so overwhelmed with His presence. I remember that afternoon talking to Josh and telling him, I felt everything the Lord felt for this young lady. I mean, everything. I don't know. But I felt so much love and compassion, and I could feel His heart beating for her. I didn't know what to do with that emotion. It was so overwhelming. It was so strong. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And then I heard the Lord tell me that just to bring that to His feet. That's a burden that He carries. I mean, that's a whole nother story. The point I want to make is that if we want to experience the heart of God more, we experience through loving other people with His love, and His love for them will flow through us, and we will experience more of His heart. And it's the most amazing, beautiful thing I've ever experienced. And I've experienced it more after that, but not as intense as I did with this young girl. And I think that was a gift the Lord gave me because I was so hungry. I was so hungry for Him. I think being hungry for Him is healthy, and I think it's good. It will lead you to be more obedient, because if I'm going to be obedient to you, then you're going to respond, God. And it just shook me up. It shook me up so much. I started to question a lot of things, not like everything, but I started to question my purpose. I started to question how our ministry was unfolding. And I started asking Jesus to invade my ministry, to change it, to shake it up, and to invade my life more. If you start praying those types of prayers, He will respond, but how He responds is interesting, because what I was expecting and hoping for Him to do was in fact the complete opposite of what I was hoping for. And He did something that I didn't expect, and I didn't understand a lot of the times, but being in the place I'm in right now and looking back, I'm like, I get what you were doing, God. Like, I completely get what you were doing. Yeah. And so I'm going to tell you what He was doing. I'm going to tell you in this vlog what He was doing. He was beginning to unravel the things that my foundation was built upon. I'm just going to say it in this way. It's a simple way to explain it, and it's a parable that He shares. He was starting to unravel what I had placed my foundation on. Now, we're confident that we've placed our foundation on Him and on Him alone, and on His word and on His truth. But in fact, the more testing we go through, the more trials we endure, we learn that we have not built our foundation on Him alone, that we've built it on other things. And so I was crying out to Him saying, please use me in this way. Please use me in a powerful way, not for power, not for any of that, but because I was so hungry for His presence, and I felt that I could experience Him more by being obedient in these new ways that He was introducing to me. But He had to work on me. And so that is why He told me that He would lead me into a storm. It was not to bring me harm. It was not to discourage these things I was hungry for. It was to begin to unravel the things I had built my foundation on. And a lot of times if you think about breaking up foundation, you have to break it. You have to work on it and just tear into it, because if your foundation is not built the way it should be, you got to start over. You got to start from the beginning. And in order to lay the right foundation, you have to get rid of the other old foundation, and you have to start by breaking it up. So let me make sure that I am on track with what I was going to share with you in this vlog. All right. So in order for Jesus to break up my foundation, I had to be willing for Him to do that. I had to give Him permission. I had to say, I had to tell Him, Jesus, do whatever you need to do in me. Okay, I'm crying. I didn't know that I was going to do this. do whatever you need to do in my heart and in my life to best glorify yourself through me. And whatever that looks like, whatever that takes, I'm okay with it, God. I'm okay with whatever you choose to do, because I love you. And I want to love you more, and I want to experience you more, and I want people to experience you more. And I feel like there's something in the way in my heart that's keeping me from ministering to others in a way that they are able to experience him more, his love more deeply, his power and his compassion. So I gave him permission to break up my foundation.